Imagine opening your Samsung phone one random afternoon and thinking, wait, did my device just level up without telling me? Not because of some huge redesign or flashy new feature popping up, but because suddenly everything feels smoother, sharper, and almost aware. That's the strange and exciting energy behind One UI 8.5. It doesn't try to impress you with loud features. It impresses you with the kind of intelligence you only notice after using it for a few minutes, the kind that makes you stop and say, hold on, my phone wasn't this smart yesterday. Hey everyone, Alex here from Smart Reviews, and today, we're diving into the update that's turning regular Galaxy phones into something far more personal and far more powerful. One UI 8.5 is the kind of update that sneaks up on you. It doesn't brag, it evolves. And honestly, I think this might be Samsung's most thoughtful upgrade in years. The first thing you notice isn't a feature, it's a feeling. The UI moves with a kind of softness that's almost satisfying. Every swipe has weight, every animation has depth, and the whole system feels like it's running on silk. Samsung rebuilt the motion physics so your gestures actually control the animation speed. Slow swipe, you get a gentle slide. Fast swipe, the card zips instantly. It's subtle, but it makes everything feel alive, like the phone reacts to you instead of just following code. Then comes the quiet brain of the update, Samsung's new on-device intelligence layer. One UI 8.5 studies your habits in a way that feels helpful, not creepy. It learns when you open certain apps, how bright you prefer your screen at different times of day, which notifications you always ignore, and when you need performance versus battery efficiency. But here's the best part. It does all of this offline, inside your phone, without sending anything to the cloud. The intelligence is personal, not shared, not uploaded. One of my favorite changes is the new smart notification flow. Instead of bombarding you with everything at once, the system learns what matters. Messages from people you talk to are elevated. Repetitive notifications shrink automatically. Irrelevant app pings get softened or grouped. And if you long press any alert, you get a mini summary powered by on-device AI that helps you decide whether to open it or ignore it. It's like having a tiny assistant right inside the notification shade. The lock screen also feels different. Samsung finally made it more dynamic. Wallpapers with depth layers, subtle lighting animations when you tap, reactive clock designs, and mood-aware coloring that adapts throughout the day. If you tilt the phone, shadows shift gently behind your wallpaper. It's not dramatic, it's elegant. And somehow, it makes your device feel premium, even if you're not using a flagship. Camera improvements? Oh, they're big. Samsung isn't adding flashy modes this time. Instead, they focused on improving the results you get every day. Low-light colors are richer, faces look more natural, and background blur in portraits feels less AI cutout and more DSLR grade. There's also a new smart preset mode for photo and video that lets you create and save entire shooting profiles, including filters, white balance, shutter behavior, and stabilization. Think of it like having 3 different personalities for your camera, ready with one tap. Editing also gets smarter. The new object rebuild engine combines generative fill with Samsung's precise texture mapping. If you remove something from your image, the AI reconstructs missing details like pavement patterns, wall textures, or natural scenery without that weird Photoshop blur effect. It's cleaner, faster, and way more realistic. Multitasking, though, this is where the update truly flexes. Samsung knows people use their phones like mini laptops now, so One UI 8.5 brings a new adaptive edge bar that changes depending on what you're doing. If you're watching YouTube, it shows media tools. If you're texting and browsing, it shows clipboard, photos, split-screen shortcuts. If you're working, it gives you quick note access and the last 3 files you opened. It's like a floating smart hub that always knows what you need next. And yes, One UI 8.5 massively boosts performance. Apps stay alive longer without draining battery. Touch latency is lower. Frame drops are reduced across the UI. Samsung optimized memory recycling, so your phone feels fast even under heavy multitasking. Gaming gets better stability thanks to an improved GPU governor that adapts in real time, instead of using fixed profiles. Even older phones will notice the difference. Battery life also gets smarter. Instead of simple power-saving modes, the system now watches your patterns and adjusts power delivery accordingly. If you binge late-night content every day, the phone prepares for that. If you switch between apps rapidly during the afternoon, it boosts RAM responsiveness. And if you forget to charge, it quietly shifts into an intelligent slow-drain mode that reduces background tasks without killing performance. Connectivity between devices is smoother too, but switching is instant. Nearby Galaxy tablets connect with less delay. File transfers feel like AirDrop but faster and more stable. Features like Wi-Fi Direct, Quick Share, and Samsung Flow actually feel unified now, not like separate tools forced to work together. And of course, customization. This is Samsung after all. One UI 8.5 adds mood-based themes, animated widgets, Hinge-aware wallpapers for foldables, more always-on display options, and environment-reactive color palettes that change based on light, time, and even your usage mood. It feels like your phone has its own personality, but one that you control. By the way, if you're someone who multitasks a lot, switching between apps, checking emails, taking notes, watching content, or juggling different tasks, One UI 8.5 actually helps reduce mental clutter. And speaking of productivity, I just launched a second YouTube channel focused entirely on psychological trading skills, mindset, discipline, emotional control, and how to stay sharp even in pressure. If that's something you want to improve, check it out. Links in the bio. But here's the truth about One UI 8.5. It's the kind of update that doesn't blow your mind on day 1. It impresses you on day 10, day 20, day 30, when you realize your phone is running smoother, lasting longer, feeling smarter, and helping you more than it used to. It's not a revolution. It's a quiet evolution, one that makes the device you already love feel brand new again. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dive reviews, hidden features, and unreleased tech previews, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. This is Alex from Smart Reviews, and trust me, One UI 8.5 might just be the update that changes how your phone feels without changing how it looks.